have the right to choose, not just with our bodies, but at the ballot box too. The most corrupt president in American history, Donald Trump. We will have our day. We will write our story. I have a message for this conservative court and to Donald J. Trump. We do not consent.
We're back with more AOC content as she gave an amazing speech largely covering Roe v. Wade, the systemic stripping of women's rights from the MAGA extremists, and the part that the Supreme Court has played in enabling and allowing all of this. So I want to take a look at some of the best moments and just break them down where's needed.
Governance, democracy, it relies on the consent of the governed. And I have a message for this conservative court and to Donald J. Trump. We do not consent. The women and people of this state do not consent. And the women and people of this country certainly do not consent to Donald Trump. That's right. Nor this corrupt court that he has enabled. He's a gangster. Because he is a gangster. Not in a good way either. And we are the front line of our democracy. We will have our day. We will write our story. And we will have the right to choose, not just with our bodies, but at the ballot box too, this November.
She is going off. Oh my God, I love AOC so much. Nobody stokes the passionate fire in my heart the way that she does. Overturning Roe v. Wade has been disastrous for Republicans. I mean, they've really lost every election since 2016 when they elected Trump, but they've gotten straight swept off the floor since Roe was overturned. The red wave in 2022 never happened. In 2023, they lost all the special elections, and every time abortion has been on a ballot referendum, women's reproductive rights have won. This has been a massive loss for Republicans, and this is exactly why Trump has tried to backpedal in ways to appear more moderate, even though he can't help but brag about being the one who elected or appointed the judges that enabled all of this, still hints at contraceptives being on the table to be banned. It's because he knows he has to play to the optics because it was a major hit for the party that he had largely destroyed for the 6 years before it as well.
Every single one of us has our story of choice. Everyone. Of looking at a crossroads and deciding how we want to proceed, of choosing and taking control of our own lives. Whether it's contraception, IVF, abortion, family planning, or any or none of the above. These are our essential freedoms that unlock agency over our lives, and it is up to us to defend them, to restore them, and to codify them as the law of this land. They have given us no other choice but to win. Thank you very much, Las Vegas. I so appreciate it.
They want to take away women's rights to self-ownership, their right to bodily autonomy, and crush it so they know that they have every bit of control over them. Now, they don't even want women to have the right to seek fertilization treatments if needed, which really gives the game away, as that's something that would only enable women to start families. And even in that regard, they want to control over what women can and cannot do, which, again, women of this country did not forget in 2022, 2023, and they definitely aren't going to forget it in 2024.
2 years since 6 conservative justices toppled Roe v. Wade, since our right to choose was taken from us, and pregnant women and people across the country have had their lives at risk. It's been 2 years since our freedom over our bodies was seized by the most corrupt Supreme Court in American history. And that court itself was appointed by the most corrupt president in American history, Donald Trump. And it is precisely because of Donald Trump and his corrupt court that women and girls and pregnant people have less rights today in 2024 than our parents and grandparents did, and we will not stand for that.
And the effects of this are clear already. States with stricter abortion laws have seen a 7% total increase in maternal mortality. Those with licensed physician requirements had a 51% higher total maternal mortality, and those with Medicaid funding restrictions saw a 29% higher maternal mortality. It boils down to at what cost? At what cost do we control women and their bodies, a living, breathing person, for a potential one? And to me, to women in America and a majority of men as well, this is not the cost. But pro-life advocates and extreme conservatives have long lobbied the courts to enable this, showered them with gifts. And I mean, look what happened. The most corrupt president enabled the most corrupt courts to take rights away from people. And as AOC said, we will not forget this. And this is even more reason to elect Biden, allow him to appoint judges that will overturn this back, restore the rights, get majorities in the Congress and the House and the Senate to where they can codify Roe v. Wade into law, and never allow MAGA conservatives, extremists on the right, to control women ever again. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.